Greetings and salutations, comic book conversationalists. This is Comic Book Hangover, once again with another, and actually, I just kind of realized sort of a special video this week. This video here actually marks 3 years that I've been doing this pretty much nonstop, although 2020 had a few weeks that were kind of a hiccup for, that little pandemic thing that we had going on. But in general terms, I've been doing this nonstop for 3 years now, which is actually kind of cool. It's hard to believe that it's been 3 years already. So as we embark and begin our 4th year doing this, I want to take another moment to say thank you for everybody who has subscribed, new subscribers, old subscribers, longtime viewers. I appreciate all of your support and that you've stuck with me this long. Allergies are still going on, but I'm hoping to be able to do bigger and brighter things. I do have a Marvelous Box video that's going to be, actually, as soon as I'm done recording this, I'm going to be recording a Marvelous Box video, which will go live tomorrow at about 2 p.m. Should be a lot of fun. That one also actually has a milestone, and I'll get into that one as I do that video. So as we start with our 4th year doing the comic book haul and review video, let's start off with something big, something that really was much more entertaining than I thought it would be, and that would be Godzilla versus the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. My gosh, this book was a lot of fun. I actually picked up an extra copy. I got two. Actually, I should have. Yeah, I got variant cover for me, and then I also grabbed a copy of cover A for my little boy. So the story here is Rita has decided that she is going to go into a reality where the Power Rangers don't exist. And it is a reality where Angel Grove exists, but the Power Rangers were never formed. And everything has been destroyed because Godzilla is there. So it's a universe. Some people have said that it's the MonsterVerse, and it's proof that Angel Grove exists in the MonsterVerse, but I don't think it's the MonsterVerse actually, because the MonsterVerse is the legendary Godzilla with the Godzilla King of the Monsters, Godzilla versus Kong. That's the MonsterVerse. This is the Toho version of Godzilla. So if anything, it'd be one of the many realities of the Toho verse. So that aside, though, it was really fun. It was neat to see Rita's reaction when she sees Godzilla for the first time. She thinks he's just another run-of-the-mill monster, and actually tries to control him with her magic, like she's used to controlling other monsters. Only to come to find out she can't control Godzilla. And you've got the aliens from Planet X. Let's see here. Yeah, these guys here with their lovely little visors that longtime Godzilla fans will be familiar with. She kind of teams up with them and tries to figure out a way to use Godzilla to get rid of the Rangers, who wind up following her into this universe. And we get the Dragon Zord versus Godzilla, which doesn't end well for the Dragon Zord. But the other Rangers show up, and we're gonna have all these Zords fighting Godzilla, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So if you're looking for a book that, there's really not a whole lot of substance to it, which is fine, because for myself, when I'm looking for something like this, Godzilla versus Power Rangers, I'm not looking for a substance. I'm looking for pure entertainment value. And there's a lot of entertainment value. So if you're a fan of Godzilla, if you're a fan of Power Rangers, this is definitely a book you want to check out. It's a lot of fun. It's like a 5-issue miniseries. So it's definitely worth checking out. We're going to have some great covers for it too. So Power Rangers, Godzilla, number 1 of 5. I would definitely recommend, especially if you're a fan of either franchise, or if you're just looking for a book that's just fun, that really has no ties to anything, and you just want to have a good time with a comic book, which is ideally and essentially that's what it's all about. We just want to have a good time with a comic book. So that's the book that you want to check out. There's also Power Rangers Universe number 4. There's really not much I can say. It's just kind of like, origin of the Power Rangers. I just like to show these off because I love these covers. These are the main covers so far I've had, and we're gonna have each one for each color. The Pink Ranger is this month's, and it looks fantastic. The thing is you've got this hand. You can see the outline of the hand here. There's a hand here in each one, and it's in a different pose. So I don't know if the hand is going to have anything to do with it, but Power Rangers Universe, it's it's kind of it's kind of confusing, but it's mainly because these are new characters, new concept. We're in a part of the Power Rangers universe that we've never been in before, so it makes sense that there's going to be a lot of things that are kind of confusing at first, but as we're moving along, things are starting to make more sense, and it's just a lot of fun. Plus, I mean, like I said, those covers are amazing. Last one from last week is going to be Robin number 12. I absolutely love this cover. This is a great cover, and it does make sense. At first, I thought this was the what did they call it? The Robin King from the Dark Knight's story, which itself was sort of a huge mess, but it's not. It's something entirely different, and it does have an importance in the story. So this is my last issue for Robin because they're getting ready to jump into this Shadow War mega crossover event that goes through all 52 Batman and Batman related titles. I'm not about to do all that, so I'm bailing out. This actually is a great jumping off point. They wrap up the whole Lazarus thing. They do set up Shadow Wars. So if you're looking for the book to check out that sets up Shadow Wars, this will be the book. Because they've dealt with Ra's al Ghul, they've dealt with the Lazarus Pit, and all that sort of stuff in this first story arc here. So it's definitely worth checking out. Now, as I said, I don't know if I'm going to jump back into Robin once this event is over with. That I don't know. That all depends on what my pull list looks like. It depends on where the story is, if I need to know what happened in Shadow War in order for me to fully enjoy what's going on in Robin. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but as of now, I've officially dropped Robin because it's jumped into this huge, massive event that I have absolutely no interest in getting involved in. So that's it. Those are the books that I grabbed last week that I wanted to talk about. Now, for the books this week, I actually only have very few. There is a huge stack of books that came out this week, but I only had enough money to pick up a couple of them, like 3. So next week, I'm going to have the rest of this week's books, which will include Radiant Black, Rogue, Sun, all kinds of stuff. Plus next week's titles. I think I'm getting something like 10 or 11 books next week. So next week's new video list is going to be massive. This whole wall here is going to be completely different in the next couple of weeks. It's going to be kind of cool. So the books that I picked up this week that I was able to afford, we're going to start with this one. This one actually I got from my son. This is the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Prequel Edition. Sets up the events of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. My son and I were very much looking forward to checking this new movie out. The first movie came out right before the shutdown. It came out a couple of days before his birthday, so we took him to it for his birthday right before the shutdown, and it was the first movie that he went to go see its opening weekend. So normally we take him on Wednesdays, Wednesdays after a movie starts. That way there's hardly anybody in the theater, so he doesn't disturb anybody, because we don't want to be those kind of parents. But this was a special occasion, and he was actually really excited to see so many people, and it was a lot of fun as an experience. So we're looking forward to checking out Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I grabbed this one for him, and he actually said this is I've gotten him other comics, but this is the one he said he actually wants to keep in good condition. So we're going to read through that, and then we're going to put it back in a bag and board, and it'll be the first book in his collection. Hopefully what will become his collections. I'm hoping he'll inherit mine as well. Next up, this is one of those books. I know I've asked Chris Royale a few times on Twitter, when are you going to bring this back? And he's not really ever said anything about it, but now we're back. Zombies versus Robots. I loved Zombies versus Robots. Written by Chris Royale, art by Ashley Wood. It was such a fun, amazing, unique, exciting, it was a great series. I loved it. There was a 3-issue miniseries, and we had Zombies versus Robots versus Amazons, and it just kind of went off from there. But it was consistent in its storytelling style. It's dark humor. Excuse me. It's amazing artwork. I loved it, and I grabbed up as much of anything that they put out that I could get. They even put out some prose novels, some regular paperback novels. I believe I have all of them except for the first one. I need to get the very first one in the regular books. But Zombies vs. Robot takes place in a time in the future sometime. There was a big war between humans and zombies, and the humans decided to create these robots to help them fight the zombies. Nuclear bomb. Humans mostly wiped out. Robots kind of started to get their own personality, some of them, and a lot of them just really didn't care about the humans because they were just soft and just in the way. They just wanted to continue to just get rid of the zombies, and the zombies were there just looking for something to eat. So much fun. So this here, it's actually kind of cool. Zombies vs. Robots was originally an IDW property. Chris Ryall and Ashley Wood now own it. I guess it was since IDW was publishing it, Chris Ryall was at one time the head of IDW, so they guess they kind of owned it. But now it's their property. They own it. They can do whatever they want with it. So they've left IDW and they're now with Image. This is a 4-issue miniseries. This is the main cover for it, and it's gonna be so much fun. Like I said, I'm looking forward to reading this. It's kind of the solicitation for it was kind of confusing as far as whether or not this is a reprint or this is a new material or if this is a combination of the two. So I'm gonna jump into that as soon as I can and check it out. The last book from this week that I picked up, had to do it. There's no way I was gonna leave this in the comic shop. Ghost Rider #2. Nice cover. It's going to be interesting to see where this goes. There's still, I have a lot of questions, a lot of confusion about Johnny Blaze being Ghost Rider again, because Marvel had this tendency of mixing Blaze and Ketch because of those god awful movies doing the same thing. So you have Blaze, who is a Ghost Rider again, but I don't understand how he's Ghost Rider again. But apparently this Ghost Rider is also a spirit of vengeance, which is different from when Johnny Blaze was originally Ghost Rider, because the demons Zarathos had no interest in vengeance, just like to hurt people and eat souls and just burn their souls with his hellfire. So I'm hoping that the writer of this book, who's writing this one here, Benjamin Percy. I'm hoping that Benjamin Percy actually explains how in the hell Blaze is a Ghost Rider again. And I'm hoping he explains how this Ghost Rider is also a spirit of vengeance when it's just a confusing mess. Marvel has totally screwed up the whole Ghost Rider family, actually making it a family with, Robbie Reyes and, Blaze and Ketch, and apparently every culture throughout society has had a version of Ghost Rider. There's a Ghost Rider riding a flaming woolly mammoth, which just makes no sense to me at all, because it's just, I don't know. I wish Marvel just streamlined the whole thing. But that's it. Again, really short week this week, so I wasn't able to pick up all my books. So next week, probably be an extended video, because I'm going to have a lot of books to show off. I'm very much looking forward to it. So, again, everybody, thank you. As I said, this video here is 3rd anniversary, beginning the 4th year of Comic Book Hangover and the weekly haul, weekly review video. Thanks for joining me. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe, hit that like button, notification, comment down below, share the video, all that fun stuff, and I'll see everybody next week with a nice stack of books, and see you all tomorrow with a Marvelous Box video, which is also, as I said, a milestone. So everybody have a great night. We'll see you later.